Welcome to the session. Myself, Mrs. K. Janaki, Assistant Professor from ECE Department, M. Kumarasamy College of Engineering, Karur. In today's session, we are going to see the applications of operational amplifier. So, operational amplifier is also called as an op-amp. It is an integrated circuits which can be used to perform various linear, non-linear and mathematical operations. Okay, an operational amplifier is a directly coupled high gain amplifier. We can operate operational amplifier both with AC signal as well as DC signal. First of all, what is meant by linear and what is non-linear? A circuit is said to be linear if there exists a linear relationship between input and output. So, the output will be linearly proportional to the input. Similarly, if a circuit is said to be non-linear if there exists a non-linear relationship between input and output. So, it can be used in both linear and non-linear applications. In this session, we are going to see some of the linear applications of operational amplifier. So, what are all the linear applications means? One is it can be used as a inverting amplifier, then non-inverting amplifier, voltage follower, then some of the arithmetic operations like adder and subtractor. So first, what is meant by inverting amplifier? An inverting amplifier takes the input through its inverting terminal through a resistor R1 and it produces its amplified version as the output. So this amplifier not only amplifies the input but also inverts it. That is, the sign gets changed. So the output signal has 180-degree phase shift with the input signal. See, this is the circuit diagram of an inverting amplifier. Here the circuit is having the input resistance R1, then feedback resistance RF, and the input Vi is given to inverting terminal and V0 is the output signal. Here the non-inverting terminal is grounded. As the name itself indicates that it is an inverting amplifier, so the input voltage is given to input terminal. Okay, the non-inverting terminal is grounded. So here the input voltage Vi is given to inverting terminal through the resistor R1. Okay, so the voltage at the inverting terminal is equal to non-inverting input terminal. Why? Because means it is based on virtual ground concept. What is virtual ground means? Physically there is no short between inverting terminal and non-inverting terminal, but virtually these two terminals are short with each other. So the voltage across the non-inverting terminal will be equal to inverting terminal by using virtual ground concept. So in the above circuit diagram, the non-inverting terminal is grounded, right? So the voltage across the non-inverting terminal is 0. By using virtual ground concept, the voltage across the inverting terminal will also be equal to 0. Okay, so according to the virtual short concept, the voltage at the inverting input terminal of an op-amp will be 0 volts. So now we are going to derive the gain of this inverting amplifier. So what we have to do means we have to write nodal equation at the inverting terminal. Here, see, here the input resistance is R1 and the feedback resistance is RF. We have to write the nodal equation in the inverting terminal. So the voltage across the inverting terminal is 0. So we can write 0 minus Vi divided by R1. See, 0 minus Vi divided by R1 plus 0 minus V0 divided by RF in the feedback side. 0 minus V0 divided by RF equal to 0. Okay, so here minus Vi by R1, that is equal to V0 divided by RF. So we want to calculate the gain of the amplifier. So V0 by Vi is equal to minus RF by R1 into Vi. So what is V0 by Vi? It is equal to minus RF by R1. This is the gain of the inverting amplifier. Okay. So the ratio of output voltage V0 and the input voltage Vi is a voltage gain or gain of the amplifier. Therefore, gain of the inverting amplifier is equal to minus RF by R1. Okay. So note that the gain of the inverting amplifier is having negative sign. So it indicates that there is a 180-degree phase shift exists between input and output. Okay. So V0 by Vi is equal to minus RF by R1. It means if our input resistance is 1 kilo ohm, then feedback resistance is 10 kilo ohm means our gain will be minus 10 divided by 1, that will be minus 10. Our gain will be 10, then the minus indicates that there is a phase shift between input and output. Okay. So next we are going to see the another application as non-inverting amplifier. So non-inverting amplifier takes the input through its non-inverting terminal and it produces amplified version as the output. As the name itself denotes that it is a non-inverting amplifier, so it does not provide any phase shift. Okay, the sign will be same, but it provides only the amplification. So the output signal has same phase with the input signal. Okay, this is the circuit diagram of the non-inverting amplifier. So for non-inverting amplifier, the input voltage VI is applied to non-inverting terminal. The inverting terminal is grounded. Here the R1 is input resistance and RF is feedback resistance. V0 is our output voltage. Okay. So the VA input voltage is directly applied to the non-inverting terminal. So the voltage at the non-inverting terminal of op-amp will be VI. Okay. So by using voltage division principle, we can calculate the voltage at the inverting input terminal of op-amp. So here the voltage applied the non-inverting terminal is VI. Due to virtual ground concept, the voltage across the inverting terminal is also the same as that of non-inverting terminal. Okay, we can denote it as V0. Okay, so in the inverting terminal, if you apply voltage division principle, what is V1 means? V1 equal to the voltage across the resistance R1 divided by the total resistance is R1 plus RF into applied voltage is V0. So the voltage across the inverting terminal can be written as V1 equal to V0 into R1 divided by R1 plus RF. Okay, so as I said, according to the virtual short concept, the voltage at the input terminal of op-amp is same as that of voltage at its non-inverting input. We denoted it as V1, so that V1 is equal to VI. We have already found that V1 is equal to V0 into R1 divided by R1 plus RF, that is equal to VI. So the gain will be V0 by VI equal to R1 plus RF divided by R1. So V0 divided by VI is equal to 1 plus RF divided by R1. This is the gain of the non-inverting amplifier. If we take R1 as 1 kilo ohm, RF as 10 kilo ohm, then the gain will be 1 plus 10, that is equal to 11 volt. So the non-inverting amplifier provides the amplification of the input signal, but it does not provide any phase change. Okay. So the now ratio of output voltage V0 and the input voltage VI is known as gain of the non-inverting terminal, which is equal to 1 plus RF divided by R1. So the gain of the non-inverting amplifier is having positive sign. It indicates that there is no phase difference between the input and output. So next application we are going to see it as voltage follower. So voltage follower is an electronic circuit which produces an output that follows the input voltage. As name itself indicates, it is a voltage follower. So the output follows the input. Okay, it is a special case of non-inverting amplifier. If we consider the value of feedback resistor as 0 ohms or the value of resistor as infinite ohms, then a non-inverting amplifier becomes a voltage follower. See, this is a circuit diagram of a voltage follower. It is another, as I said, it is a special case of non-inverting amplifier. The voltage VI is applied to non-inverting terminal. Then V0 is nothing but output voltage. Here the inverting terminal is directly connected to the output voltage. By using virtual ground concept, the voltage across the non-inverting terminal will be equal to the inverting terminal. So the voltage across the inverting terminal is equal to VI. That VI is directly connected to V0. So what we can say, V0 is equal to VI. So the input voltage VI is directly applied to the non-inverting terminal of the op-amp. So the voltage across the non-inverting input terminal is equal to VI. So the output is directly connected to the inverting terminal of op-amp. Hence the voltage at the inverting input terminal of op-amp is equal to V0. So according to the virtual ground concept, the voltage across the inverting terminal of op-amp is same as that of voltage at its non-inverting terminal. So we can write V0 is equal to Vi. So the output voltage V0 of a voltage follower is equal to its input voltage Vi. Thus the gain of the voltage follower is equal to 1, since both the output voltage V0 and input voltage V of the voltage amplifier are same. Okay, so the gain will be 1 for an voltage follower. So next application is the operational amplifier can be used as a arithmetic circuit. Okay, so the electronic circuit which perform arithmetic operations are called as arithmetic circuits. Using op-amp, we can build basic arithmetic circuits like adder and a subtractor. So what is adder? An adder is an electronic circuit that produces an output which is equal to the sum of applied inputs. In this section, we are going to discuss about op-amp based adder circuit. An op-amp based adder produces an output which is equal to the sum of the input voltage applied at its inverting terminal. It is also called as summing amplifier, since the output is an amplified one. So we are having both the types of summing amplifier, like inverting summing amplifier and non-inverting summing amplifier. If the inputs are given to inverting terminal, means it is a inverting summing amplifier. If all the inputs are given to non-inverting terminal, means it is a non-inverting summing amplifier. In this section, we are going to see about inverting summing amplifier. This is the circuit diagram of inverting summing amplifier, because the input voltages are given to inverting terminal. Here V1 is input voltage V1 and V2 is input voltage V2. V0 is our output voltage, the non-inverting terminal is grounded, and RF is a feedback resistance. Okay, so the input voltage V1 is given to inverting terminal through the resistor R1. Likewise, the input voltage V2 is given to inverting terminal through the resistance R2. So likewise, we have give n number of voltages through n number of resistors. Okay, so the non-inverting terminal of op-amp is connected to ground. This means 0 volt is applied at non-inverting terminal. Okay, so as we already know, due to virtual short concept, the voltage at the inverting terminal of op-amp is equal to voltage at the non-inverting terminal. So the voltage at the inverting input terminal of op-amp will be 0 volt. Okay, so in this circuit diagram, we are going to write the nodal equation in the inverting terminal. So we are having two voltages V1 and V2. So at the meeting point, if we write nodal equation, means what we can get, 0 minus V1 by the resistance is R1 plus 0 minus V2 divided by R2 plus 0 minus V0 divided by RF is equal to 0. So V0 by V minus V1 by R1 minus V2 by R2 equal to V0 by RF. So rearranging this equation, we can write V0 equal to minus RF into V1 by R1 plus V2 by R2. This is the formula for output voltage V0. So if the resistors RF, R1, R2 are equal to R, then the output voltage V0 will be V0 equal to minus R into V1 by R plus V2 by R. So take R outside, R and R get cancelled. So V0 equal to minus of V1 plus V2. Okay, if all the resistance R1, R2, RF are equal to same resistance value, means the output voltage V0 equal to minus of V1 plus V2. So the adder circuit provides the addition of or summation of input voltage V1 and V2. This minus sign indicates there is a phase shift between input and output. Okay, since it is a inverting summing amplifier, it provides 180-degree phase shift between input and output. So the op-amp based adder circuit discussed above produces a sum of two input voltages V1 and V2 as the output when all the resistors present in the circuit are same value. Okay, so the output voltage V0 of an adder is having negative sign, which indicates that there exists a 180-degree phase shift difference between input and output. Okay, So the next application we are going to see is subtractor. A subtractor is also an electronic circuit that produces an output which is equal to the difference of the applied inputs. In this section, we are going to see about op-amp based subtractor circuit. An op-amp based subtractor produces an output which is equal to the difference of input voltages applied at its inverting and non-inverting terminals. It is also called as difference amplifier since the output is an amplified one. Okay, so in this subtractor circuit, we are going to give input to the inverting terminal as well as non-inverting terminal. So this amplifier provides the difference between two input signals which are applied to two input terminals. So it is also called as difference amplifier. This is the circuit diagram of difference amplifier. Here we are having voltage V1 and V2. The voltage V1 is applied to non-inverting terminal and V2 is applied to inverting terminal. The resistor R1 is R1 and R2 are input resistance and R3 is compensation resistor and RF is a feedback resistor or output voltage is V0. Okay, so we are going to analyze this circuit by using 3 steps. Okay, first we have to modify this circuit as inverting amplifier and non-inverting amplifier, and in the step 3 we are going to add the step 1 and step 2 results. Okay, so now let us find the expression for output voltage V0 for the above circuit. We are going to use superposition theorem using the following steps. For step 1, we have to calculate the output voltage V01 by considering only V1. What is V1? V1 is nothing but voltage applied at the non-inverting terminal. So what we have to do is we have to consider only the voltage across the non-inverting terminal by shorting the another terminal. So the inverting terminal will be grounded. The output voltage V0 can be written as V01. So we have to modify the circuit by using step 1. Okay, this is the modified circuit diagram. So in this circuit diagram, we have to consider only the voltage across a non-inverting terminal. Let it be denoted as V1, and the inverting terminal is grounded. V01 is a output voltage. R1 is input resistance and RF is a feedback resistor. Here the voltage across a non-inverting terminal is denoted as Vp. So first we have to find what is the voltage across the non-inverting terminal Vp. Okay, so by using voltage division principle, we can calculate the voltage at the non-inverting input terminal of op-amp. So Vp can be written as the voltage across the resistance R3 divided by total resistance R2 plus R3 into our applied voltage is V0. So what is Vp? Vp equal to V1, applied voltage is V1. So Vp equal to V1 into R3 divided by R2 plus R3. So now the above circuit looks like a non-inverting amplifier. Why? Because we grounded the inverting terminal. The supply is given to only the non-inverting terminal. So the circuit looks like a non-inverting amplifier having the input voltage Vp. So the output voltage V0 can be written as, we already know that the gain of the non-inverting amplifier is 1 plus Rf by R1. Okay, so the output voltage V0 1 can be written as Vp into 1 plus Rf by R1. Vp already we have derived. Vp is V1 into R3 divided by R2 plus R3. So now we have to substitute the Vp value in V01. So substitute the value of Vp in V01. We can write it as V01 is equal to V1 into R3 divided by R2 plus R3 into 1 plus Rf by R1. This is the result of step 1, only considering the voltage V1. Okay, so next in step 2, we have to consider only the voltage V2. The output voltage is taken as V02. Similar to the above step, we have to eliminate the voltage V1 by making it short circuit. So the modified circuit diagram will be like this. So here we have to consider only the voltage V2. That voltage will be applied to inverting terminal. Then the output voltage is V02. Then the non-inverting terminal is grounded. This circuit is exactly looks like a inverting amplifier. What is the gain of the inverting amplifier? The gain of the inverting amplifier is output voltage V02 equal to minus RF by R1 into V2, right? Because the non-inverting terminal is grounded, only the supply is given to inverting terminal. It looks like an inverting amplifier. So straight away we can write the gain of the inverting amplifier. So V02 equal to minus RF by R1 into V2. So this is the output voltage by step 2. Okay. So in the step 3 we have to add, because the differential amplifier having input voltages in both the terminals, inverting as well as non-inverting terminal. So we will obtain the output voltage of the subtractor circuit by adding the output voltages obtained in step 1 and step 2. So mathematically it can be written as V0 equal to V01 plus V02. So in the step 1 we can find, we found that the value of V01. In the step 2 we found out the value of V02. So we have to substitute all those values in V0. So we get V0 equal to V1 into R3 divided by R2 plus R3 into 1 plus RF by R1 plus RF minus RF divided by R1 into V2. So the first step is, the first notations we have written now, that is the gain which is derived from step 1, and the next term gain derived from second step. So we can add both the values. So V0 equal to V1 into R3 divided by R2 plus R3 into 1 plus RF by R1 minus RF by R1 into V2. Okay, so next what we can do is, we have to assume the value of R1 equal to R2 equal to R3 equal to RF. If we substitute all the resistance value as R, in the first term we will have R divided by 2R, then 1 plus R by R, then minus R by R. Okay, so here we are having R and R get cancelled, so we will get V0 equal to, see, if R1, R2, R3 is equal to R, then the output voltage V0 will be V0 equal to V1 into R divided by R plus R into 1 plus R by R minus R by R into V2. So what is V0? It is equal to V1 into R divided by 2R into 2 minus V2. So R and R get cancelled, 2 and 2 get cancelled, minus V2. So we will be getting V0 equal to V1 minus V2. So the output voltage V0 is the difference between two input signals V1 and V2. Thus the operational amplifier based subtractor circuit is discussed. It produces an output which is the difference of two input voltages V1 and V2 when all the resistors present in the circuit are same. Okay, these are the some of the linear applications of operational amplifier. In the next session we will see some of the non-linear applications of operational amplifier. Thank you.